Dobro Veche. Divine Pisces 222. Do an energy check-in for the twin flames today. It is Thursday, March 12th, 2020. All right. And yeah, just a reminder, guys. I did link the information for the 411 event that Jupiter 1111 is having in Chicago. So please check that out. It's going to be really, really fun. A bunch of us are just going to get together and learn some things, talk about our journeys, and have a good time. I think it's been awesome. Also, just a reminder that my my in-depth readings are on sale. I'm going to keep them on sale through the end of Pisces season for you guys because I completely forgot to take them off sale the last day of February. So, yay! All right. So let's get this started here. I find it really, really cool that the very first card out is Divine Union, which is really kind of driving home to me this whole idea of union energies, which I know Wicked Virgo has mentioned this a couple of times in her collectives about union energies. Basically, it's like a clearing of, you know, karma that's been built up, specifically within the connections, wrapping up of old cycles, basically things being pushed towards union. Now, obviously, it takes a while for these things to clear out, so we're not talking like immediate union or anything. Some of you may have union very, very soon with your counterpart, but mainly it's union within self. So I know I touched on this before in one of my collectives about the disassociated subpersonalities and what inner union actually means, and basically the merging of the disassociated subpersonalities into yourself and the acceptance of yourself and loving yourself in every single aspect of yourself and actually bringing them all together. And that's basically what's happening. So it's not just union with your counterpart, but it's union with self, which is the whole point, right? So I feel like a lot of you are really trying to manifest here. And I feel like, you know, a lot of you, I feel, have been kind of stuck in a rut with manifestation. Like, been feeling like you've been putting the intention out there, but you haven't been seeing the actual results, if that makes sense. But I feel like the reason for that is, a lot of these dark energies that were coming in, toxic cycles being repeated, blah, 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 keeping you in a low vibration makes it very, very difficult to manifest, right? So with that wrapping up, it should be a lot easier to get back into a high vibration so that you can manifest. And also, a lot of you have been putting that intention out there, but you haven't really been paying attention to the signs. So I do feel a lot of you are kind of returning to meditation. Some of you may have gone away from meditation for a little bit, maybe taking a break, and that's fine, especially, you know, with how painful some of the healing is, you know. And some of you have been feeling defeated, not really quite sure what to do moving forward, trying to contemplate your next move, basically. But it's just a reminder, you know, that you guys, you do need to stay grounded, okay? So take a walk in nature, right? You want an equal balance of both, right? And I talked about this, I think, on yesterday's collective. But you need a healthy balance of both. You need to be rooted, but you also need to be connected to above. So you need an equal balance of both. So try not to have too much of one or the other, all right? And to keep in mind also, I think this is really important to remember that everyone you encounter is a mirror. Everyone. Not just your twin. Twin is a different kind of mirror. Completely different kind of mirror. Okay? But everyone you come into contact with is a mirror. But also I feel this is reminding us that our counterparts are mirroring us. Those of us who are awakened, who are watching readings, who are, you know, doing the healing work and that sort of thing. Keep in mind your counterpart is mirroring you. The energy is the same. Okay, so if you're going through something, your counterpart's going through something. So remember to have compassion for that, okay? And forgiveness. Forgiveness is incredibly important. All right, right? No matter what happens or doesn't happen. Okay? All right, let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Oh. Wow. Okay, they're really talking today. Oh, wow. Okay, well, some Divine Masculines may be in their Empress energy and their feminine energy right now with all these emotions that are kind of coming up. A lot of them are having a really hard time releasing this karma that's coming up, releasing the baggage, so to speak, but there's a lot coming up. Okay, so some of them are actually in their feminine energy right now, dealing with their emotions. Okay, some of them are being pushed to listen to their intuition more because they haven't been, let's be honest. Some of them do, but some of them have a really hard time trying to differentiate whether they are in intuition or not, if that makes sense. Okay, so I definitely feel that a switch into the feminine energy is happening right now to kind of help with that. Okay, so Divine Feminine, you may actually be in your masculine energy. Remember, like, it switches. So, you know, if you're in masculine energy, your counterpart's in feminine, and so on and so forth, until you find that balance of both, and you're both in that energy. You both have the balance of both, and that's when, you know, union happens. So you come into union within yourself, right? But yeah, a lot of them want to release this anxiety because they still don't understand. Well, they understand, but they don't know how to walk away from these situations, guys. Like, you know I talk about energetically and emotionally disconnecting and why this is important, okay? And we're talking about this in manifestation too, okay? This all goes together. So when you're in a toxic cycle that just keeps repeating over and over and over again, and you're emotionally invested in that situation, okay, and you allow someone or a situation or whatever it is basically manipulate your emotions to the point where you feel like you can't even do anything. Like, you know what I mean? You're keeping yourself in a low vibration because of what somebody else thinks of you. Okay? That doesn't help for manifesting. Divine Masculine is having a really hard time manifesting his way out of some of these situations because it's so toxic. And I do feel a lot of Divine Masculines have been trying to disconnect from their situations energetically because they can't do it physically, or they feel like they can't do it physically. So they're starting with the energy, and that's where you start. It's inside out work, right? As Jupiter 11:11 says, right? So if you energetically disconnect, if you know that you're energetically not giving to the situation anymore, it will fall away, Divine Masculine. It will fall away. Once you energetically disconnect, once you stop investing in it, it will fall away. Okay? That's another way to manifest the ending of a cycle. Okay? But don't feel guilty for manifesting the end of the cycle when it actually happens. That'll pull you back. Okay? So I do feel a lot of guilt coming in for Divine Masculine right now. Divine Masculine is feeling guilty for whatever reason that he is wanting out of this emotionally manipulative situation. He wants out. He just doesn't know how to do it. Financially codependent, but he doesn't want to be. Wants to stand on his own 2 feet. Resisting healing only because at this point, I feel like Divine Masculine is so overwhelmed with everything. It's like, it's almost like some of them are understanding that it's kind of a learning thing and that they can't really do anything about it, but a lot of them are still holding on to whatever this is. Okay? So that's how they're resisting healing. They're kind of resisting the learning. They're resisting the lesson. It's like they'd rather, you know, stay in the class over and over and over again because they're afraid to take the test, because they're afraid they're going to fail. So they'd rather stay in limbo in the class, which is where they know it's comfortable, right? Than do the inner work. Okay? But they're being pushed to. They're being pushed to face themselves, guys. This is what I'm talking about. They're being pushed to face their karma. They're being pushed to face themselves. They're being pushed to end these cycles. Okay? You know, a lot of them, again, you know, just not feeling the motivation, not feeling the passion, whatever it is. It could be a job, you know, maybe they're not motivated to work anymore. They don't have any passion for the job. Or if it's a relationship, you know, there's no love there. There's no passion there. There's no nothing. It's just mental and emotional manipulation. Okay? They don't want to be there. The intention is not to be there. The intention is not to be there. Is to not be codependent. Most of these cards are in the reverse. That's crazy. They don't want to. But they don't feel good enough, guys. They don't feel like they can stand on their own 2 feet. They don't feel like they can do what they need to do in order to get out without hurting someone. And that's what's holding them back, is what other people think of them. Unfortunately. That's where they are. Get out of that, Divine Masculine. Don't hold yourself back because of what someone else thinks of you. All that matters is what you think of yourself at the end of the day. You can look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, that you love yourself, that you did your best, right? So just remember that. Divine Feminine. Yeah. Divine Feminine. Feeling pretty disappointed about some of these toxic situations. Okay. Now, this could be within the connection, but could be within the connection. But I do feel some of it does have to do with external, definitely karmic situations. Some of you Divine Feminines are still in some really toxic situations. Really toxic. Okay? And it's keeping you from moving forward the way that you want. Okay? Keeping you from manifesting your wish fulfillment and actually moving forward into the things that you want. The life that you want. Your mission. Your abundance. Inner union. Okay? So, same energy. Again, Divine Feminine doing the exact same thing Divine Masculine is. You know, if you're stuck in a toxic situation, it's keeping your energy low. It's keeping your vibration low. Therefore, it's really, really difficult to manifest, right? So, Divine Feminine is being pushed to take action. To move forward. To release the situation. To move. To move. To move. But Divine Feminine already knows this. Divine Feminine knows she's being pushed to move. Right? So it's just doing it, right? So Divine Feminine, a lot of Divine Feminines are in inner conflict right now. Some of you have a lot of drama around you. Some of you, it's the drama that's keeping you down. Like, some of these karmic situations are so full of drama, you know, you're energetically, you know, trying to disconnect from it because you know you don't want to be there physically, you know, but there's just something that's still holding you there, something that's preventing you from taking a leap. So guess what, Divine Feminine? You're being urged to stand in your masculine energy right now. So again, I was right. Divine Masculine in feminine energy, dealing with his emotions, learning to trust his intuition. Divine Feminine in masculine energy, being pushed to move into masculine energy so that she can take care of her crap. So she can manifest her abundance. Okay, so she can face her 3D situation and become self-sufficient. Yeah, that's about right. All right, let's take a look at the connections. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Like, you're being pushed to manifest your abundance right now, yes. To step into that happiness. But this is the 10 of discs, the 10 of pentacles, which is a union card. Inner union, guys. Union. It's here. Stop wishing on a well. Manifest it. Manifest it. Okay? Some of you have been really stuck in this heartache energy. There's so much longing right now. There is a lot of longing between the twins, especially if one of you has disconnected from or energetically pulled away from the connection, okay? Like, some of you still still have not acknowledged your feelings. You still haven't been forthcoming with your feelings. You still haven't acknowledged your feelings to yourself. There's still a lot of deception with as far as, you know, letting people know how you feel, just in general. Like, not standing up for yourself, you know, letting people emotionally manipulate you, right? To keep you from releasing what you need to release, and to keep you in this codependent cycle. It just keeps going round and round and round, and you never release it, even though you know you want to. Right? I'm laughing because I need to take my own advice, for real. But yeah, I mean, I feel like your counterparts right now really, 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 really are being urged to take a look at themselves hard, okay? And to move forward for your own highest good, and for your own fulfillment, and to embrace your transformation, whatever it may be, okay? Embrace your awakening, embrace your transformation, embrace your ascension, take the lesson and move on, right? But some of you are still stuck in this failure energy. And what do I always say about failure? There is no failure, only lessons. So learn the lesson. Forget the failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't. Okay? Like I said, feeling so afraid you're going to fail the test, you want to stay in the class. Nah. No thanks. Alright. Let's get some messages from the counterparts. Yeah. What did I say? I love when the cards do this. I want out. Boom. Sexual energy really strong right now, guys. Again, it's kind of coming back with the vengeance. Bingo. Alright. Let's get some messages and advice from Source. Well, they just fly out sometimes. Ah! Ow! Okay. Yeah, okay, so see? Healing. It's a healing opportunity. It's a healing aspect that's happening right now. So don't reject it. Accept the healing. Accept the lesson. Some of you really, really, really need to step into mission. Some of you still haven't done this. Some of you still have not done this yet. Okay? Be in your authentic truth. Okay? I mean, yeah, you need an equal balance of both, absolutely. But if the universe is pushing you to make a decision, it's not going to do so unless it's got your back. Okay? Remember that. So adjustments may need to be required right now, but a win-win, yep. It's coming, guys. Universe has your back, okay? Some of you need to communicate with the universe. Some of you need to communicate with your spirit team. Some of you have maybe not been relying on their advice as much as you had before. Like I said, some of you kind of taken a break, I think. And that's okay. That's okay. It's a very draining journey. No judgments here. Trust me. There are days I'm just kind of like, you know, I need to just take a break. So trust me. Been there, done that. Oh, sorry, it's obviously late. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. If this has helped and resonated, please like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.